Hello everyone. This is Neha, and I welcome you all to the platform of Deloitte. Today we have Kaustubh with us, and he would be sharing his interview experience. Hello, Kaustubh. How are you?
Hey Neha, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good as well. What was the company that you applied for, and what was the role offered?
So I applied for Deloitte and I was offered the role of analyst in that company.
Okay. KD, what was the interview process, assessment process actually?
The assessment process. Okay, so the
Yeah.
assessment was taken on AMCAT platform, and there was only
Yeah.
one round of assessment, just one aptitude level round, and it was
Okay.
very easy to crack. Only aptitude, no technical, no software development or coding questions, just normal aptitude questions, and that's it. The next step was interview itself. Yeah.
Okay. So what were the topics that they touched upon in the assessment?
Topic, I would say they were focusing on numerical ability and verbal ability. That's it.
Okay.
Numerical ability
Uh,
and verbal ability. The general aptitude questions which are asked in any of the platforms which you can easily find on indiabix.com. Those
okay.
ones.
Okay. Okay. How did the interview process start? What were the questions asked in the interview, and what was the focus of the interview?
Okay, so that was a very good experience of mine. So in interview, and this was also on Zoom meeting as this meeting is being held. So as soon as I got in, they already had my resume. So first point, they already had my resume, and I had some critical points in my resume. So surprisingly, the interview started. The interviewer gave his introduction to me, and then he came upon my hobbies and interests. And in my hobbies and interests, I had a portion in which I've written I'm francophile and so by Francophile, I mean I have the knowledge of French and I admire French culture. And by otaku, everyone knows it's Japanese stuff. And with a semicolon, I have written ratatouille with Naruto. So ratatouille is a dish. Maybe you have seen a movie of that, and when
Yeah.
you were kids, right? When we were kids, we all have seen a movie Ratatouille, right? Ratatouille with Naruto. So he, so the first question he asked me was, "Who is the favorite character of Naruto to me?" So for that, I answered that it's Kakashi, and he said that for me it's Naruto only. So he was a young guy. So that was the first question that he asked, and then he told me to introduce myself, which I did, and then all the discussion was based upon my projects.
Your interview experience seems pretty interesting to me.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
good. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So apart from this, any other questions that were asked?
So actually, they were focusing more on the project part. See, from my interview experience, what I think Deloitte loves is three things: communication, actionable and meaningful projects, and structural approach to tell those projects, to present those projects. I think these three were the main things that they want from someone, and this was told to me by my senior as well, and it worked. And I would like to share with you and with you all online that only these three things: actionable and meaningful projects, communication, and structural approach to the answer you're giving or the presentation, the project you are presenting or any presentation that you are giving will get you into Deloitte. So my senior guided approximately 5 people, and 4 of us are in Deloitte. So you can see these three things really do matter. So first question, I had two very good projects which were very meaningful, and they were related to business analysis, the projects. So the first question he told me, he actually said that please tell me, Kaustuv, that how this project can bring value to the company and the person you are giving it to. So this is the main thing that they focus upon. And after that, he got into the technical aspects of the project. Luckily, he was a web developer. So he told me that he is a web developer. So he got into the technical stuff and asked me that what are the technological stack that you used in data analysis and stuff. And after that, he just focused on what I am presenting, what I am communicating to him, and what is the actionable and meaningful insight that is coming out of the project. That's it.
Okay. Okay, that's great. So, Katie, like, were you a little bit nervous during the
I
interview?
was not nervous during the interview because the person who was taking my interview was so good that he actually made me feel comfortable, very, very comfortable during the interview. But before the interview, I was not at all comfortable. I was very, very nervous. Just to share with you all, I in the campus placements only, I also applied for ZS Associates, ZS Associates, some people call them. So though I applied in it and I prepared very hard. I gave my first interview very well. But just half an hour before the interview of Deloitte, the result came out, and I was not one of them. Uh, the interim results. So the final round was still in the process. It was to be held in around one week later, the HR round, and ZS. I was rejected in ZS. So you can think what my mental state would have been. That only just half an hour before the next interview, I am getting that I am rejected in this. So I was very, very nervous, but still I managed. I called my friends, and at the moment only the result arrived, I saw that. I called my friends, and everyone consoled me that yes, Nan, you will do it, you'll do it. And it was good. It was good after that.
Us.
But just before getting into the Zoom meeting, my heart was pounding like anything. And because in the back of my brain, it was like, uh, if I get rejected in this as well, I just only have one target company left, that is EY. So I only had these three companies in my mind in which I will take the placement: the ZS Associates, Deloitte, and EY. That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
So, apart from this, any other suggestions that you'd like to give to our audience?
No, only those three suggestions: a structured approach to the presentation, good communication, present it well, approach it well, and your project should have an actionable and meaningful insight or a meaningful impact. You cannot just say that I know this technology stack and I am doing this data science stuff. You cannot say that. This is incomplete. You have to show that how you used this knowledge for something. For example, I would like to explain my project only in short. In short, maybe many of you, the online ones who are seeing, many of you would have seen on Kaggle the Instacart market basket analysis data set. In 2017 or maybe, Instacart open sourced its what do you say, its data, its customer data, not entirely, not the private stuff, but yes, the stuff they can actually share. And you can go check it on Kaggle. And what I did was I changed that stuff into a different problem of warehousing. That what if Instacart is getting into India and owning warehouses and setting up a new line of business in India. So what would be the warehousing practices, and how would this data help me to handle the warehouse well? So that's what I did. So I applied the
Interesting.
technical stack to a meaningful thing, and then I presented it with good communication, and be chill. That's it. Be chill. What you have done, just tell them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Really awesome. Okay,
Yes.
Katie, that's about sums it up, and it was a pleasure to have you here. Thank you.
Yeah. Pleasure is all mine, man.